Hi friends, this is your pal Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about the Numenera WUBRG Season 1 campaign that uses the Discovery, that uses Numenera Discovery and uses Cipher System rules. At this point, Wentworth is at the Pine Bluffs, this safe haven that they've created for the townies and the students and the Bearcats and the teachers. That's everybody in Fairview. And it's around 800 people, right? And at this point, they have about 40 people that they found a safe haven for. And Wentworth has to work to get everybody on board to send a warning to Earth. He thinks that's what's most important. Others are like saving people here in Fairview, organizing people and getting more safe havens built is what important. And then others are even saying, hey, we could escape to, we could get the people of Fairview off of Io and get them to manned space stations. So there's different ideas within the group on what's the best move forward. And right now, Wentworth finds himself in a little bit of a battle to secure leadership. Right, Eric, the Bearcat, he's a tight end. He wanted to go find Darren, the quarterback, because that's their leader. And so Wentworth was like, no, man, we're the team. The team is us right now. We don't know where Darren is, right? So, and then finally he talks to Laura, and Laura's like, listen, you're being looked at for leadership just because you're on the Bearcats, which is the stupidest, most ridiculous idea ever, because you can throw a ball doesn't qualify you to lead anything. In fact, you should be following me, right? And so Laura says it a little bit nicer, but she's like, everybody's going to look to you for leadership because you're a Bearcat, but you're not a good leader, right? And so he says, hey, we don't have to be at odds. I see you. I see that you're an independent person, and you're right. I'm unfairly being given the mantle of leadership because I'm a Bearcat, but I am a good leader in myself. I'm a smart person, and we should lead together. And she's like, okay, well, I want to go get everybody from the chapel, and that's what should happen next, right? And he's like, listen, and then he's like, no, that's not what should be happening next. And she's like, well, I'm gonna go do that, right? Are you going to give me some resources, or are you just going to take everything? Are you going to, assume you are the Bearcat and you get everybody, you get all the weapons, you get all the equipment, you get all the independence, right? And he's like, okay, I will send Benny with you. So Wentworth sends his best friend Benny with Laura and gives her some of the military grade weapons that they got from Ellie's regulars, right? And then at that point, they're ready to leave, and they do leave. And so I really like this. What I did was I took a D8, and the skellies have different types. They have relays, they have spiders, they have juggers, they have alphas, and then they have skellies. There's just 5 different types. So I said, you're going to roll on a 1D8, right? And if you hit 1 through 5, you hit one of those types of skellies. And we had them in order, numbered. If you get 6, 7, and 8, you hit nothing, right? And so I let him roll the random die. He hit a 6 going from Pine Bluff to Big Gorge, okay? Which meant that they encountered, they actually, more than they didn't encounter, they were actually able to outmaneuver the skellies, right? And so they didn't encounter the Sunacs at all, right? By the way, I keep saying skellies and Sunacs. The Sunacs is the name that we use within our world. And actually the skellies are the actual individual creatures, right? Because their forces are automated machinery and them in suits, right? An alpha is just a skelly in a suit. Jugger is just a skelly in a suit. Spider is completely automated. Relay is completely automated. And then a skelly itself is the 5th type, right? So when I say skelly, I just mean the actual alien itself with no equipment and no, just raw, right? So they avoided the skellies, and they got all the way to Big Gorge, right? And then each time, and also this route that they're going through, I cannot recommend highly enough Bearcats. Not just because Bearcats is a fantastic, awesome not just because it's this really super amazing um, uh, adventure, right? But really because it's level, like it has a map. It gives you the map unnumbered. It gives you the map numbered, and then each one of the items on the map is 3 sentences long, right? And honestly, it's better than a 280-page setting book. It's just more usable, more accessible. It's phenomenal. It's so good, right? And so when they went from Pine Bluff to Big Gorge, they're now following because of our VTT, we actually, there's like lighted lines that show exactly where it goes, and where they were going. And you could see that in the link below in the link below where actually our notes are. And you could see that. And you could also see just like some of the, how we structured this adventure. It's been really fantastic. I've been just blown away with the quality of it, and with the, and I'm in my 4th campaign with the Gold Player, and it is just unbelievably phenomenal. I've been really excited with the way direction it's going. Thank you for letting me share it with you, my friends. And by the way, I just wanted to clarify that. So I was watching Mike Shea, and he's got an incredible channel, better channel than mine. He's over on Sly Flourish, and he starts every video with, "My friends, this is your pal." And I was like, that's such a better way than what I say. It's so much more inviting and wonderful, and not assuming everybody's out to get you. And it was, and I'm going to start to try to embrace that. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.